Imagine hitting refresh on your YouTube dashboard for the 100th time that week. Still zero. Zero views, zero comments. Just that cold, empty number staring back at you like it's laughing at your dreams. That was Preston Arsman's reality once. Today, he runs multiple channels with millions of subscribers. His videos pull in millions of views. Kids all over the country quote his challenges. Fans pack events just to see him in person. And his name is basically synonymous with high-energy gaming and fun creative content. But the real story isn't the millions that came later. It's those first 1,000 people who decided to hit subscribe. How long did it actually take Preston to go from complete nobody to having his first real audience? That question hits different when you're starting out yourself. Those early subscribers aren't just numbers, they're proof that someone out there actually cared. And for Preston, that journey tested everything he had. What makes the first 1,000 subscribers so fascinating isn't how fast he grew later. It's the brutal grind before anyone noticed. Most big creators don't talk much about this phase because it's messy, lonely, and full of doubt. Preston's path started back when YouTube felt newer and less crowded, but still super competitive. He was experimenting with different styles, different games, and different voices, trying to figure out who he was on camera. Why does this milestone matter more than hitting 1 million? Because those first 1,000 prove you can actually connect with people. They stick around through the awkward early videos, the shaky audio, and the rough edits. They become your real foundation. Picture a regular American teenager named Preston Arsman, sitting in his bedroom after school, trying to figure out life one upload at a time. His first channel, TBN Rfrags, launched around late 2010. He was into Call of Duty gameplay and commentaries, the same raw stuff every new gamer was trying back then. He would record, edit late into the night and upload, only for the videos to basically disappear. Views trickled in as single digits. Comments were almost non-existent. The algorithm didn't care. He was balancing high school homework, hanging out with friends, sports, and this growing obsession with making videos. Some days the doubt hit him hard. Why am I still recording if nobody's watching? Why am I spending hours editing when the numbers barely move? Most creators quit right here. The stats show thousands of channels start every single day, but only a tiny fraction make it past those early invisible walls. Preston kept going anyway. Not because it was easy, but because something deep inside wouldn't let him stop. He wasn't dreaming about fame or money. He was just a kid who loved games and wanted to share that excitement. The zero-sub phase lasted way longer than most people would admit. There were nights he sat there wondering if the whole thing was a complete waste of time. I'm telling you, if I was in his shoes back then, I probably would have quit after a couple weeks and gone outside to play ball instead. But Preston pushed through. 10 subscribers felt like winning the Super Bowl. He probably screenshotted it and showed it to his family or friends like it was the biggest achievement ever. Then 50. A small group was starting to form. People left actual comments. Someone might have even shared one of his videos with their friends. Those tiny wins kept him going during the dark days. Hitting 100 subscribers took real time. It wasn't magic. It was consistent uploads while learning what actually worked, better thumbnails, trying different games, and slowly finding his natural energy on camera. 250 subscribers. The excitement was building a little, but it still felt so far from real momentum. A good video might get a couple hundred views if he was lucky. 500 subscribers. By this point, months had passed. The grind was wearing him down, but those small wins kept him motivated. Each new subscriber felt personal, like a real person out there chose to follow along with his journey. The counter moved so slowly you could almost miss it, but every single number mattered. Those early supporters weren't just stats. They were real people who believed in a kid from Texas when almost no one else did. Then something finally shifted. It wasn't one lucky viral video. It was the slow build of consistency, better ideas, and connecting more genuinely with viewers. Around 2012, Preston started focusing on Minecraft content on his Preston Plays channel. This is where his real personality exploded: crazy challenges, funny builds, and that signature high-energy style that would later define him. Audience feedback helped him improve. He got better at editing, thumbnails, and titles. He started uploading at better times and giving people exactly what they were searching for. The growth didn't explode overnight, but the pace definitely picked up. Those painful early lessons started paying off. Viewers weren't just watching gameplay, they were connecting with Preston himself. This turning point is what separated him from all the kids who quit too early. He adapted. He listened. He kept showing up even when it was hard. Now the tension really kicks in. 700 subscribers. The community finally felt real. Comments were getting livelier. 800. You can almost taste the milestone. Every new upload brought a mix of hope and nerves. 900. The finish line was right there but still felt just out of reach. 950. Heart beating faster. 970. 985. The numbers were finally flying compared to the early days. Viewers were sharing. The algorithm was starting to notice. 990, so close, one more big push. After consistent effort across his early channels, it likely took Preston roughly 1 to 2 years of real grinding to reach that first 1,000 subscribers. Not weeks, not even a few fast months. It was a real stretch of time filled with uncertainty, doubt, and pure persistence. Hitting 1,000 wasn't flashy. There was no big celebration or viral moment. But it marked something huge. The moment his channel had a genuine audience, a real foundation strong enough to build on. That milestone opened the door for everything that came after: bigger collabs, better opportunities, and his eventual massive success. The biggest takeaway from Preston's early journey isn't some secret formula or algorithm trick. It's simpler and harder at the same time. Keep going when it feels completely pointless. Those first 1,000 subscribers test your commitment more than anything else ever will. They force you to improve, to find your real voice, and to care about the work even when the numbers are dead quiet. Patience isn't just waiting around, it's actively creating while trusting the process. Consistency compounds. Small improvements every week add up. And that early struggle makes the later wins taste so much sweeter. If you're watching this right now and your subscriber count is still low, I want you to remember this. Every big creator you admire sat at 0 once. The only difference is they didn't stop. Your first 1,000 is waiting on the other side of persistence. Keep uploading, keep learning, keep showing up. You got this.